This is my second attempt at doing this because the first time I was interrupted by some ratchet people outside. But anyways, I was watching the Italian Open and I came across this article at the Italian about what happened at the Italian Open between Amanda Anisimova, and Donna Vekić. I started watching this match at the right at the start of the tiebreak. It was like 1-1, so I started watching like right after this exchange happened. And this is what happened. The Italian Open is now starting. So it's now going on. And what recently grabbed the attention of spectators was an incident that took place in the match facing Croatian tennis player Donna Vekić and Amanda Anisimova caught a blister during the tiebreak of the second set. This caused her to take a match time out in between the tiebreaker of the second set. Really now? Roared Donna Vekić on Anisimova. See, I hate that I missed this because I actually didn't have a chance to record it because I started watching like right at the beginning, so I didn't get a chance to record it. And this is like a GIF right here. I'll play this. This became really very irritating for Vekić. Many critics on Twitter even allege Anisimova on Twitter of faking her injury. They believe that she did that to break the momentum of her opponent. She was already losing in the first set and missed an easy smash that could have given her the second set. She knew that losing the second set on the tiebreaker would mean the end of her journey. That is why she took the MTO, is what some critics said. Okay, first of all, this MTO stuff, these players using MTO for gamesmanship, all this stuff is spurred by that one Ukrainian player, Donna Yashrimska, because they accusing her of all the time of taking medical timeouts, when she's losing. I think it was spurred by what happened in Thailand. Yeah, it was an incident in Thailand last year between her and Tomjanovic. Okay, first of all, Vekić, I don't know why she's getting up in arms and why she's mad at somebody taking a medical timeout. Yeah, as this set played out, Vekić, she blew like 3 set points. So I don't see what she's getting mad about. And anyways, it's not like she's gonna win a premier tournament anyways. So I don't know why she's tripping for on somebody. And this poor girl actually had to post on Twitter her blisters. Like, you don't have nothing to prove to any of these people out here that want to sit around and want to claim that you trying to fake an injury. Like, this MTO stuff is getting out of hand. This MTO, like, claiming players only using MTOs for gamesmanship, like, this is getting out of hand. This girl don't have to prove nothing to nobody of these haters, these couch tennis spectators on Twitter. That's not who you should be worried about. Like I said, you should be worried about what's going on the court and not what people are saying on Twitter, because no one cares about what somebody's saying on Twitter. Because we all know that Anisimova can dust half of these people who's criticizing her. She can turn them into dust and brush them off the court within like 2 seconds while they're trying to stir up stuff. Like I said about Donna Vekić, it's not like she's going to win a premier title anyway. She can win a premier tournament anyways. She only has like 2 small titles. And like these Croatian women can win anything outside of international titles. So I don't see why she's getting out up in arms and why she's tripping about somebody taking a medical time out and getting mad over it. Like, come on, you should be mad at yourself. Miss Finals are not for me, Donna Vekić. She was probably more upset because she probably had a sucking appointment to go to with one of the guys on the men's tour. She's more known for being like an ATP groupie anyways. Miss Donna Vekić, who's only popular for dating Stan Wawrinka. That's the only thing you're popular for. That's the only reason why she's more popular than Petra Martic, is because of who she dated. Like, I've said this before countless times in some of my live commentary that I do on her matches. She's only popular for who she dated. Okay. Because I bet you if she didn't date Stan Wawrinka, nobody would be checking for her. Because Petra Martic is clearly superior than her. You'd be like, yeah, but Martic she only has like one small title as well. But still, she had like so many injuries and she was almost forced to retire. As I said before, like, if Petra was gonna retire like back in 2016, this is who Croatia would have been stuck having to cheer for, that women's tennis player. This would be the only one, because the other Croatian women's players, okay, you have Petra Martic, she's like top 15, and you have Vekić, she's like top 20, 25. Last I checked, she was like in the US Open, she was ranked 24. So, and the other Croatian women, they like outside the top 200. So y'all would have been stuck if Martic would have retired back in 2016. This is who y'all would have been stuck cheering for: a mentally weak player who's like, finals are not for me. That one coach she was working with, Kerber's old coach, he actually went back to Kerber. Angelique Kerber. He actually went back to coaching her and dropped her like a bad habit, because I'm pretty sure no coach wants to deal with somebody who's talking about, they mentally weak and they can't even win anything beyond small international titles. Yeah, he left her because he actually wanted to go and coach an actual slam champion, somebody who actually won something worthwhile. You won't catch Angelique Kerber talking about finals are not for me. So I don't see why she getting up in arms and wanting to get an attitude for it. She hasn't really been playing well anyways. Like, come on, she got knocked out of the US Open. I think it was like in the third round by that Bulgarian player. Like, I never even heard of that player before she lost to. The only thing I found interesting about that match is when she fell flat on her face. But yeah, back to the article. It says some fans have even reported that the blister was not at all fake and she was really in pain at the moment. Whatever might be the case, the incident grabbed attention and became a debatable topic. There's nothing to debate. That's why they have MTOs ready available for players. If MTOs wasn't meant to be used, then they wouldn't put them in the game. And that's why they have medical timeouts. I know some players on tour are disingenuous and they actually do use it for, gamesmanship and to disrupt the player's momentum. But in this case, that's why they have medical timeouts. It's not like she took it during the match. I think she took it like at the start of the tie break. So why is Vekić really now? Vekić, you ain't winning anything, so why are you tripping for? Like I said, now she had no business trying to get an attitude at somebody for using a medical timeout. It wasn't like you wasn't even going to get past probably like, even if Vekić did win this match, she probably would have got knocked out in the next round anyways. Do the end result remain the same? Anisimova managed to make a comeback and proceed ahead for round 2 of the Italian Open. And that's the end of the article. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe, Donna, if you focused on your own game instead of trying to like, oh, she's trying to wrong me here. No, you wrong yourself, okay? Like I said before, she had like 3 set points that she blew in that tie break. It's mentally weak, choking Croatian women cannot win anything beyond like small international titles. And she up there trying to make a big deal out of somebody taking a medical timeout. And that's my thoughts on this article and that exchange that happened between Anisimova and Donna Vekić. And this has been Counter Puncher, and I'm out!